Born in St. George but raised in Parowan, Bryan Cooper Mount joined the Army following in his older brother's footsteps.
He was a cavalry scout in the Army, and in 2017, I believe he served in Iraq, and then in 2020 they were deployed in Syria, and while he was in Syria, that was when the accident happened and he was killed. So he was 25 when he was killed.
5 years into his career, Cooper was in a rollover accident while on duty. The cause is still unexplained.
It seems like there might have been some maintenance issues with the vehicle that he was in, but we won't, I don't think, ever really know exactly what caused it.
The news of his death came hard to his family, especially his wife Michelle, who got the first phone call.
She told us that he had been killed, and I don't think she really knew exactly what happened by that time. And then right after we talked to her, a chaplain and an officer came to our home and gave us the news as well.
Cooper met Michelle working at In-N-Out Burger. His decision to go into the Army came shortly after they were married. Bronwyn said Cooper always had a great sense of humor, and he strived to do the best at what he did. He was always proud of where he worked and what he did.
One thing that he's really was known for is he worked at In-N-Out for a few years, and he was the fry guy.
When Sergeant Bryan Cooper Mount's body was brought back to St. George, citizens lined Main Street for a patriotic welcome home. Friends and co-workers showed signs of support, as did others who didn't even know him. And although both Bronwyn and her husband Bryan are still dealing with the recent loss of their youngest son, they have support from others who have given them mementos honoring Cooper.
We've been lifted up by so many people. And the shrine is not anything that I built up. All of that has been from other people. You know, they've given us those things.
A member of the 82nd Airborne as a paratrooper, Mount was given the Bronze Star Medal for exceptional service in a combat zone during Operation Inherent Resolve, while serving in a combined joint task force from June 10th of 2020 until his death on July 21st, 2020. His family is forever grateful for the love the community has shown them.
You know, you don't feel like you should be so loved, but this town and Parowan, you know, they've shown us that they loved him and they loved us.
Mount would have turned 26 on May 24th of this year. A new Gold Star Families Monument is scheduled to go up in St. George by Veterans Day. Carved out of granite, this monument has a missing soldier.
There's that empty space where the soldier's supposed to be. I never had thought of that yet, and so I think that's really important for families that maybe don't have their loved one buried nearby, that they can go there and have a reverent, kind of sacred place that they can be with thoughts of their loved one. I'm just honored that the city decided to do it.
The city of St. George needs more donations to bring the monument here to be placed in the middle of historic town square. It will be lit up at night with benches for loved ones to sit and remember.
The post on Facebook, I know a lot of my friends have donated, my son has donated, my father has donated, patients have donated. So yes, I think the community is really stepping up and making sure that it happens.
Bronwyn said she looks forward to visiting the monument.
I think that on days when maybe I'm missing him and want to think about him, but don't have the time to drive up to Parowan, maybe, you know, it will help me to go there.
And as for the photographs in her home and the flag that flies valiantly outside her door, these are all reflections of the memories she will hold on to forever, just like her son.
I have faith that this is not the end of our lives together. It's hard, but it's not the end. So I plan on hugging him again someday.
Until then, her memories are priceless.
Sweet, and called me Mama. And I always knew when he wanted something, he would say, Mama, you know.
In St. George, Melissa Anderson, Community Education News.